A lot of you are getting banned on Outlier because of some simple mistakes that you could have avoided. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you those mistakes and how to avoid them, and if you've fallen victim, what exactly you need to do. And just in case you need to know, for those of you that want to access Outlier and you're a Nigerian or you're in Nigeria, you currently cannot access Outlier because Outlier is restricted to you. But there are some methods that people are using. And no, it is not VPN or proxies, because if you use those methods, you are definitely going to get banned. It's even one of the methods that we're going to be discussing in this video. So in my last video, I talked about a method whereby you use AnyDesk. I'm going to show you how to set up that AnyDesk application in this video. And of course, you'll not get that information if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to explain. So without wasting your time, let's head into it. But then take just 5 seconds of your time to subscribe to this channel, like it, because it tells the YouTube algorithm that this video is important and it helps you to push it to more people that will be interested in watching it. That is basically that about that. As we know it, Outlier is a freelancing platform, so it basically pays you for the work you do, but it's not a traditional freelancing platform like Fiverr. This one, like I've said, it connects two people that needs their AI to be trained and people that want to train their AI and get paid, which is what you want to do if you're watching this video. So that is what basically Outlier is all about. One of the mistakes people make is using a VPN. I've talked about it a lot of the times. It does not matter if you're using a paid VPN, a premium VPN, a whatever VPN, even if it is your village people that set up that VPN for you, it will not work with Outlier because they are tightening up their security every day. If you've been using VPN or you have the intention of using VPN, don't bother trying it. Some people have used it and they were able to do it successfully. I call them the exception, but majority of the people that use VPN are getting banned. So no, VPN is a no-go area. Don't try to use it. Another way that is getting you guys banned is account sharing, and this is even actually the way that you can participate in Outlier, especially if you're in Nigeria. You have to share your account. Someone has to be overseas that is going to create this account for you, and then you sign up on it. But there are some things that you need to do, and of course, don't use proxies. In my last video, I talked about how to access Outlier, and somebody said that even if you use all of these applications, you still need proxies. Don't use proxy. If you use a proxy, you will get banned. I'm still going to be explaining how this works towards the end of this video. Don't even attempt to use a fake country. For instance, don't do the mistake of trying to now access it. Like I said, Nigeria and some other countries cannot access Outlier. So imagine you now going to Outlier website, you sign up from Nigeria. After signing up, they now ask you to verify the account, and then you go on to use your Nigerian documents to verify it. Definitely, you're going to get banned. I mean, what are you expecting? Third thing that gets you people banned again is inconsistent activity. What you need to know is that passing the location is just the first step, but it is not only location that Outlier looks for. Outlier looks for your chatting method, how you respond. This is why even the test question that they give to you, you cannot use AI because it is not even all about getting the answers correct. You can get the answers correct and still fail the test simply because you used AI. Outlier try to monitor how you perform tasks on the platform. Let's say, for instance, it is even somebody that helped you to complete this task. There is a way this person chats. They have their chatting method or their messaging method or how they type. It is different from yours. So Outlier is even monitoring those type of activities. So any slight change is going to get your account banned. That is basically that about that. If I found out any other reasons why your account is getting banned, definitely trust me to make a video on this page. Basically, if you're to follow all these things and you don't want your account to get banned, the simple thing is to first of all make sure that you are in an eligible country. So make sure that you're in a country like US. US citizens are currently getting the highest number of tasks. So if you create your account in US, you'll be getting more tasks. So that basically means that you need to be in a country like USA before you set up your account. You need to be the one that is accessing your account, because if another person accesses it, you're going to get banned. Like I said, they're not just monitoring your location, they're also monitoring your activities. If we are to go strictly by this rule, that basically means that if you are not in a country that is eligible, you should not try and participate in Outlier. And of course, you and I know that you will not do that. So here is the alternative. Get someone that is overseas to set up an account for you. Use an application like AnyDesk. There are other tools, but AnyDesk is what I know of, and I'm going to be showing you how to set it up in this video. So use AnyDesk to connect your laptop. Like the person set it up from you overseas, then the person is going to set up the AnyDesk application on his system. You're also going to set it up on your system and be able to access their system. And for this, you don't need proxies. In fact, proxies is going to jeopardize it. The system that is there already is already functioning as the location, is already covering the location for you. The first thing the person that is setting up the account for you is going to need to do is to access the Outlier platform, open it up, set up the account, then verify it with your ID documents and make sure that it is matching with the name and all of those details. After that is done, the person basically has to complete the verification task. That task sometimes takes up to 1 hour 2 hours or 3 hours, or it can be lesser than that. It depends. Once that is done, this person has to go and download any desk application, install it. After installing it, you click on the hamburger menu so that you're going to access the settings page, and this is how the page is going to look like on your screen. The next thing you want to do is to click on that settings. The next thing you want to do is to locate this button, which is the access section. So you tap on it. On this page, what you need to do is to set this to unattended access password. So make sure to click the blue so that you can set a password, and make sure that you set a strong password. The next thing is to now enable your 2FA authentication, which is very important, and make sure that it is still in unattended access. So you tick it, then you now tick on the enable two-factor authentication. Scan the QR code with your authenticator app. For me personally, I like to use Google Authenticator, so you can decide to use it and then you enter the code, and that is basically that about that. For the step 5, you now need to lock it down with access control list. So in this access section, you need to add the Nigerian persons. That is, person that is setting up the account for you now is now going to add you that is in Nigeria. It is going to add you to whitelist. This is just like, so the person should set it to full permission. This is very important so that it will be open to only you that is set on whitelist. So for the step 6, in this same access section, the person will have to set this to interactive access. That is, you go down and then click on never show incoming access request. This is so that you'll be able to access the person's desktop anytime, even if the person that is setting it up for you is not currently available to approve your login. That is basically that about that. The last step, which is not really compulsory, is to now enable privacy mode or the black screen. So you basically locate this menu and then you click on enable privacy mode. So that is basically about that. So that during the time that the person that is accessing it from Nigeria is accessing it, your screen in the US or whichever country can still be turned off, so that anybody that is coming as at that time will not see the activities that is going on the screen. And the last step, which is step 8, is to make sure that any desk start automatically. You basically go to your settings, you go to general, then you click on tick start with Windows, or sometimes the button can be run on startup. This is so that anytime you turn on your system, the application is going to start automatically without you having to click it, and this is going to reduce stress on the person that is accessing it for you overseas. So that is basically that about that, and this means that the person's system will have to be on for most of the times that you are going to be accessing it. And in one of my videos, I mentioned that they can request for facial verification at any point in time. So if they do that, whoever set up the account for you will have to now help you to do the verification. That is basically all there is to read on this Outlier platform. In my last video, someone suggested that I talked about OneFormer. So in my next video, I'm going to be looking into OneFormer, and also this Luel update that I drop. I see a lot of people have asked questions on it. If you're watching this video on YouTube right now, check the top of your screen. It could be up here or here. You're going to see that I have pinned that video. But if you're watching this video from TikTok or X or any other platform, I'm sorry you'll not be able to see that video, so you can ask for it in the comment section. I'll send you the link. If you're watching from X, you can also ask for it in the comment section, or basically send me a DM, or if you're on my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp community, I'll have dropped the link there. Speaking of that, make sure you're following me on X. This is my profile here, Tonio's Tech. You can search for me on X. This is the exact profile, so you can stay in touch for whenever I drop updates like this. And if you still have any questions or complaints, I'll be waiting to hear them in the comment section of this video. And that is basically that about that.